So today is day 15 of my 30 days React challenge, and today I've been playing with the Google Maps API and a library. When I was a kid, me and my sister would spin a globe and place our finger randomly on it to kind of choose random, exciting, exotic destinations that we might want to travel to. So I've kind of recreated that with my app today. Quick demo, here we have a button and a map. Let's click here. Ooh. And it picks a random destination in the world and alerts you that you are going there. So let's click again. Where am I going? Spain. Let's try again. Ooh, the UK. And once more. Okay, Croatia. Cool. So that's how it works. Okay, so code-wise for this app, I connected with Google Maps API, and to connect it with the React app, the internet seemed to say that the best thing to use was a library called Google Maps React. So I have done just that. What this library does is kind of make available to you a bunch of external components which you can use to render your map and other elements. So if we zoom down here to render, we can see this component called map and this component called info window, which are the map and this little info window here, info window there. And those are both, all of the code for those components is actually controlled and hosted by the library. This is the library documentation here. Took quite a while to kind of understand how it worked, but yeah, having a good little read through, and I kind of am starting to understand the basics of it at least. Where are we? So maybe I'll explain a little bit more about these components. First we have map, which is renders the actual map here. All of the components allow you to they come with inbuilt kind of properties that they accept. So I've used a few of those here. First is zoom, which is the kind of how much you want your map to be zoomed in. Like if I'd put 12, it would be really close up, so you couldn't see the country outlines. I kind of want it to have that globe feel, so I've zoomed it out a little bit. Style, so you can pass in whatever map styles you want. So I've given mine some padding, etc. Initial center, so that's a property you pass in which lets the map know where you want it to kind of focus on when it first loads. And then you've got center, which is what you pass in for subsequent reloads of the map. So each time we click the button, it's then loading in the location. Info window, same again. There are a few props you have to pass in, I think, to make it work in the first place. So we've got visible. At the moment, I've just got this set to active via state, but you can use kind of click handlers to kind of hide it, etc. And position, which is the same as map, like center. So that's just where we want our little info window to be centered on. The thing I'm going to do is just go over the one function that I have in this app. We pass that in here on this button. So it's just called get location. So I'll just talk through this quickly. It's pretty similar to some other functions I've done in the last couple of apps, so we'll go over it anyway. Here we declare an empty kind of object for location, and then I'm randomly generating longitude and latitude. I don't actually know if this is right, but it's giving me random locations, so I was like, it's fine for now. We also create an empty variable called new address. That's to hold the actual address information that's going to go into our window. And then we're doing an API call based on the longitude and latitude, that random latitude that we've created, and then getting that response. And what we're doing here as well, I also wanted to mention, is we also want to make sure that our random location that we're selecting isn't in the middle of the ocean or in the middle of a country that doesn't allow Google to access their road data, etc. So if the status is giving us zero results, then we're just rerunning this function again. So essentially it's just going to keep looping till it gets some results. And once it gets those results, which comes back in the form of a formatted address, it then sets the state of location to location and address to new address. If we jump up here, we can see that we've got address here and location, our latitude and longitude, and we use that lat and longitude down in our map component here as center, which is location. That props takes those latitude and longitude values and then returns that spot on the map. And what was the other one? And then we also use the address, which we've saved, which renders in our window here. Cool. That's it. Whew. I might keep playing with the Google Apps API in the next few videos. Let's see. But yeah, cool. Thanks. Bye.